I have two more Booker reviews to film in this batch. They're not good, so I've poured myself a nice glass of Sauvignon Blanc, and we are going to talk about The Boat Book. Hello, book friends. It's Alyssa. Welcome back. Hello if you're new. One day I'll get this intro straight. If you've been following along, I have been reading the Booker long list for 2023. I can't even recall how many books I'm at now, but I have two more reviews to come out. So we're going to talk about the first of two books I did not like, and that is the How to Build a Boat book. How to Build a Boat. How to Build a Boat. This is not my least favorite book, but boy was this book. I didn't enjoy this. This was a tedious book. This was an absolutely tedious book. And I thought it was a debut. Apparently it's not. And that made me more mad at it when I found that out, because I was going to give it like, oh, it's a debut. It's okay. No, just no. The author should know better. Did I know that I just got these glasses from my mom. Apparently they have the labels on them. I should probably take that off. We're going to put that down. I'm just going to read you the little description because I feel like it's a lie. It says, a deeply moving novel about a boy and his dream. The first half of this is a bold-faced lie. It is not deeply moving. It is about a boy and his dream. It is about Jamie O'Neill. He is not labeled as being on the spectrum, but he clearly is on the autistic spectrum somewhere. I thought he was lovely. He doesn't really interact with anybody in this book in like a seemingly normal way, quote unquote. He has like a distance about him. He's got a very flat affect at times. He's coded very autistic, and I thought he was wonderful. I feel like he has his things that he really, really loves, and he really, 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 really loves them. Like he really loves them, and he wants them, and he needs them, and he has people around him who help him to achieve the things that he needs to feel comfortable. This is another book where the mother is dead. His mother dies. He sees this video of her like swimming, and this somehow translates into perpetual motion and wanting like a perpetual motion machine. And then through some of the people in his school, like teachers in his school, it develops into this idea of building a boat. And he then builds this boat, and he kind of has this really beautiful moment at the end of the book. All of that is fine. If this story had really just been about Jamie and been about Jamie's journey and didn't bring in any other random POVs, I would love this book. This book would be fantastic. I would like more time with Jamie and all of the tertiary characters, secondary characters that make up the story, so we could understand him more. When I was reading him, I was thinking a lot about the curious incident of the dog in the night, and I love stories that get you into the brain of a neurodivergent person. I really like reading neurodivergent stories and books, and are a little bit more relatable to me. When they're done really well, they're done really well. And I feel like Jamie was done really well. My problem with this book is actually this whole random storyline with Tess, and I'm going to call him Tad. I know that's not his name, but we're going to call him Tad.
We do not care.
These are the teachers in Jamie's life who have their own POVs, and we get more insight into them. And I just frankly don't care. And I think it's distracting from the story of Jamie and the story of this boat and the story of him kind of learning to release in a lot of ways. There's the ending is very beautiful, which is why this is not the worst book on the list, but I just found this such a tedious read. So much of it was unnecessary. Everything with Tess, they could have just been side characters. They didn't need points of view. I don't care about her marriage. I don't care about her affair or not affair with the shop guy who builds the boat. I love that these two teachers are here for this kid who is motherless, and he's in this horrible school that's run by these terrible people. The one thing that Jamie really loves outside of this idea of building this boat and this perpetual motion machine is maths, and he has these things that he cares about, and he keeps getting snubbed by this other student because the head of the school is a dick. And I love that he found solace in these two teachers. I think that's beautiful, and I think it shows the importance of teaching and having role models in a child's life and these roles. But I don't care about them as like developed characters. I write a side novella about them. Take it out of this book. Give me more Jamie. Give me more him learning to interact with his world and to deal with his loss and how he processes emotions, because he's not going to process emotions like everybody else. And I think it reading a character like Jamie and getting more information on Jamie makes you a more empathetic human. And I think that there was a lot of stuff that was lost that could have been done if the author had just focused on Jamie and left these other two to another story. They can be there to guide Jamie, and they did not need development. I just don't care. And that is how I feel about How to Build a Boat. I have this terrible feeling it's going to get shortlisted, but I really feel like this is going near the bottom. I don't think this book was very good overall. I feel like what I'm learning from reading these Booker books this round, this year, is that a lot of things are trying to do more than they maybe necessarily need to do. And if you just let the story be, if you didn't try to do too much, you'd have such a better book. You could have something stellar. I think that's why Old God's Time works, because though it is doing a lot, it's doing it well. Like, it's messing with time a little bit and it has you unsteady, but it's not doing anything too crazy. It's just enough to make you unsettled, to give you a little spice, a little something, keep you going, making you want to read, intrigue, all that. But then you have like this, where they totally sidetrack you with stories that are irrelevant. I don't care. In my humble opinion, I'm displeased. So this is going near the bottom of the list with a full realization that I think this might actually get shortlisted. We'll see when the shortlist comes out. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts if you've read this. I know what most of my friends thought about it, except for Katie. Katie, I'm sorry. I know you love this book, but I can't, mate. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
This can be your pearl. It's not mine. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video, whatever it may be, because it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. Cheers.
So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think